Hello, I'm Ewan Jaspan from Naish Kiteboarding, and I'm here with Kitemana in Nordvik, and we're going to go over the new changes to the 2024 Naish Pivot.
Kitemana, your online kite store.
This year we're super excited to work and change the pivot a lot more than we have in previous years, and we're really excited on what we've done to the kite has really benefited the performance and the user experience for riders of all levels. When we started out with the pivot, we were talking a lot with the team riders on how, they would like to see the kite go forward, but then at the same time we also want to talk to our consumers and our customers on how it can be an easier, more friendly experience for them as well. So basically where we've focused all of our efforts this year is to make the pivot more controllable. And when you have more control in a kite, it means not only for a beginner rider can they go out and feel more comfortable on the kite, have a larger wind range and easier riding position, but that benefits people who want to go out and do bigger jumps and stuff and hold down more power. Means that you feel more in control and more trust in your kite to go out and land that new trick or do a bigger kite loop or do a bigger jump or wave ride with more confidence. So I'll go over a few of the things that we've changed to achieve this heightened level of control. One new feature that we've got is a great weight saving technique which we introduced first on our Boxer and Triad kites back in April when they came out, and now obviously we've moved that onto the pivot. It's the swift tip design. What we've done here is we've greatly reduced the amount of Dacron used in the wingtip. So instead of it running all the way up the leading edge now, we just use Quad-Tex up there, which is a really strong, durable canopy material. It's the strongest and most durable on the market. It allows us to really minimize the amount of Dacron that we use on the kite. And now we have a new pattern in the wingtip. We run canopy all the way to the tip and then sandwich the backline attachments inside the Dacron there. So when we first designed the Swift tips, the main goal was actually to save weight and make a cleaner looking canopy on the outside. Of course, when you're saving weight, the main thing you need to be wary of is durability and strength. We never want to compromise our durability or strength at Naish, which is why we always use top end materials. So we put the Swift tips through the braking tests at the factory, and to our surprise, it actually came out 30% stronger than our previous wingtip construction. So not only is it lighter, but the Swift tips are also 30% stronger than our previous wingtip construction. So just going to go over a few of the bridle adjustment settings on the new pivot. We have here on this lower V on the frontline bridle, we have two settings here. We have a shorter setting and a longer setting. It does look minor, but this area of the kite is the most sensitive to change on the bridle in the whole kite. And shortening this setting, what it does is it moves the toe point a little bit up the kite, which makes the difference between the front and the back lines greater, meaning you have a little bit higher D-power and a little more high-end control. This is also good for wave riding and times where you really need a lot of change between bar in and bar out so you can dump the power better. If you put it on the longer setting, moves the front lines down a little bit, and what this does is it gives you a little more consistent pull and a bit more light wind power. Then on the back lines here, we have two settings. This is the turning speed and the bar pressure. Currently, it's on the slightly heavier bar pressure and slower turning speed setting. This means you need a little bit more bar input to make your kite steer. And if you move it back here, you'll have a little lighter bar feel and a faster turning kite. So where the pivot sits in the range. One thing that we've really focused on this year is differentiating the Triad and the pivot. In previous years, a lot of customers would come in or they would ask us, where do I sit? Am I a Triad person or a pivot person? What we've done this year, we've kind of positioned the Triad more towards the wave category and also the beginner intermediate freerider. We've added a little bit of top-end performance into the pivot, which really helps with the big air riding, but we have definitely not compromised any of the ease of use and all-round ability of the pivot. The thing that we love and really want to push with the pivot is its all-round use. It's just such an amazing kite for all aspects of kiteboarding. So yeah, again, talking about the control, it has just really benefited all levels of riders from beginner to advanced. If you are someone who just wants a kite for everything, for big air, for free riding, for wave riding, foiling, bit of freestyle, the pivot is where you'd want to go. If you're someone who's more wave focused or an entry-level intermediate with a rider who wants a really consistent, predictable kite, the Triad is probably where you'd go, and the pivot is the more exciting performance one, which is still a great all-round kite. This year we have 4 color options plus the limited edition graphic. So we have this really amazing new blue color that we're super stoked on. We've got the red, we've got the light blue, and then we've got a yellow one that's not here with a green highlight. And then we have a new Pivot LE, which is the same kite, just in a limited graphic. It's gray this year with the red trim, and the classic Naish skull and crossbones right in the middle of the canopy. These kites are really looking great for us. It's a new kind of fresh direction of graphic look that we're going, but trying to keep some of the Naish heritage of the, you know, the retro fluoro colors mixed with modern, bold, rich colors that look really technical and fresh. So yeah, we're super stoked with the new 2024 Pivot. Make sure you get down to Kitemana and try one out.